Hello, and welcome to another week of Burning Hearts, our 2026 Bible reading plan. This week we are reading about three main characters, huge characters in the Old Testament: King David, King Solomon, and Elijah the prophet. Now, here's what I want to say about this: we can't read everything, and it hurts my soul and my heart that we are not reading all of these stories, because the stories surrounding David are amazing. Like, we're not even reading the story of David's sin and his adultery with Bathsheba. We're not reading some of the most important stories of David's leadership, of his rise and fall. Solomon, we're reading just one chapter about Solomon, I think, right? Yeah, just one chapter about Solomon. And so we're not reading so much of the important, again, the rise and the fall of Solomon. We're reading one story about Elijah. And so here's what I want to offer you. Here's what I want to challenge you to do. Usually, I would tell you, one of the better ways to read the Bible is to read one story and really get into it and pick it apart and meditate on it and see what it does and see what it means and see how it challenges you. And that's great. Do that. That's the way I prefer to read the Bible. But there is another way to read the Bible, which is just read it. Read it like you're reading a book or something like that. And just read these stories. And so there's only 5 chapters assigned this week, because we can't read everything. I want to encourage you to take more time this week and read everything. Read the stories of David. Read the stories of Solomon. Read more about Elijah, because they're so rich. There's so much to them. And it's just such great, not just history and background for understanding Jesus and the New Testament, but these stories really do help us understand, not only what a king is and the kingdom, but it helps us understand the impact and the power and the grip that sin and guilt has on us, and forgiveness. It helps us understand God's character and God's power. They're just so great. And so I want to encourage you to read. I also would encourage you to check out the Bible Project's summary videos on these books, and I'll post them. There's more videos, though, on the kingdom, on kings, on the prophets, and kind of what they're all about. And if you really want to dig in and get into the stories of David and Solomon and people like Elijah, the Bible Project's podcast has just wonderful stuff on this. I'm thinking especially of, there's a few episodes from the Wisdom podcast where they talk about Solomon and kind of his up and down. It's just amazing stuff. And so, I encourage you to read. Have a great week of reading. Read more than we assigned, please. And come talk to me with any questions you have. All right. Have a fantastic week of reading fantastic stuff.